session. Okay, we'll start the session. So in the last class, we are talking about the regular expressions, right? So I think you're familiar with the regular expression. So what was the discussion? So we are looking at the what you mean by a regular expression, right? What are the different like the property of the regular expressions, and what are the meta characters we are just using it. So the first meta character is cap, which matches the beginning of line, which matches dollar, which matches the end of the line, and dot matches any single character, and slash s matches the white space, and backslash s that is capital X, matches any single non-white characters, right? It matches any non-white space character, and star repeats or matches a character zero or more times, and star and a question mark repeat or matches a zero or more times of the preceding expression. Zero or more times of the preceding expression will be get matched, and similarly plus in the sense that repeats or matches a character one or more times, right? And plus and the question mark repeats or matches the character one or more times of the preceding expression, and this is all the it is going to match a single character here. So either it matches any of the five characters, and here it matches everything except the character given within the brackets, and it is a range of the characters you can match it, and indicates where the string extraction is to start. So where the string extraction is going to start here, so that we are just going it. And r, which indicates the start of the start r at the start of a pattern, it designates a python as a designates a python raw string. So it means that you are going to consider the raw string. And backslash w characters or word characters, these are also matched by a shorthand character class backslash w it is. And we are using an import function called as re. Okay, and this import function now uh, supports different functions here. Two important functions are search and the find all. Search will return either a true or false value. So okay, based on the based on the presence or the absence of the string in the or the regular expression within the given string. And find all in the sense that it will gives the locations or the index of all the occurrence of the given regular expressions, right? You can extract the portions of a string that match your regular expression, similar to a combination of find and slicing. That is, you can extract a portion of a string. So this is how you can use the string as a find and the search. In case of the find, you are going to return the string, whereas in this case you are returning either a true or false value, right? So and similarly you are just extracting the things, that is import. So you're just extracting the characters sorry substring from the given line. So okay, if it is present in the line, so that will be extracted. Okay, if the regular expression is not present, it returns, it will go to the next line, and it will try to locate the given regular expression. Like this, so we have one more regular expression using the wildcards. So we are searching for a string, right? Which will begin with a capital X dot capital X followed by any number of characters and followed by a colon. So that is, it must begin with the X, capital X it is, right? So that is, this is your outcome. And similarly you can this is what the explanation with respect to the white card. And this is how the everything works, right? And followed by one more explanation is that example is that it must start with X and followed by an hyphen, then non-white space character, non-white space character which is repeated one or more times and followed by a colon. Okay, non-white space character followed by a what you call it as a colon. It is indicated as the one string, right? So that has to be matched with the given input lines, and it is going to display the lines which contains this regular expression, or which the lines which is going to match this regular expression. So okay, this is how the one more example with respect to matching and extracting the string or the data is that here is one regular expression which is going to match uh, the characters, sorry, the numbers between 0 to 9, right, which contains the digits between 0 to 9, which will be repeated one or more times. That means you should have at least one digit in a number. If you don't have even a single digit in number, we can't call it as a number, right? That's why what they're doing is that they are extracting a number which with at least one digit in it, right? Array dot find out 0 to 9 plus and x means that it is going to extract one character or one numbers from the given input lines. Here are the two three numbers, 2, 19 and 17, right? And similarly here as well we are just extracting 0 to 9. So okay, the numbers which will have 0 to 9 which is repeated one or more times. We have three numbers here, 2, 19 and 42. And similarly we are looking for words in the given input line, that is a e I o u, and there is no in O's here, right? Capital O's, that's why it will print an empty string, right? And let us continue with the same thing. So something called as a one greedy matching here. Greedy matching in the sense that, so it is going to match, right, star and the plus, which is going to match the characters beyond their boundaries, right? So that is what you call it as a greedy matching. The repeat characters, that is a star and plus, push for outward in both direction to match the largest possible strings, right? It is going to match so the both the character both the repeat characters, that is a star and plus, is going to push outward in both the directions, right? So it is going to match in both the directions to match the largest possible string. Let us look at this one example. It must start with a plus, right, and followed by what is that, star, the dot, which is repeated one or more times, then followed by a colon, right? One or more characters, and the first character in the match is an F, and the last character in the match is a colon, right? So if that one, your input is from colon for using the colon character keys, right? So y is equal to re dot find all. So it is going to match all these things, right? Colon, so recap, f dot plus then a colon, then followed in a given input line. What it is going to do, we are expecting that it has your matching has to stop here, right? We are expecting that your match has to stop here, but your match has continued up to this point. That is, it is going to continue up to this point, and your output looks something like this. That is from colon using the colon, right? That is it is going to, it is not going to stop anywhere, right? As long as there is inputs in the given lines, it's going to continue its searching. That's why, so your output looks something like this, that is from colon using the colon, right? Indicates that you have entered, so this is your input, so this is your match for the given input and a given regular expression. Your regular expression is a cap followed by f, then a star, a dot, then a plus and a colon. Means that it must start with a f, capital F, followed by dot and a plus, means that any number of characters, and it must end with the colon. That's why your output looks something like this. That is a from colon using the colon, right? So this method we call it as greedy matching, means that it will not stop until the end of the lines. Until the end of the lines, it is not going to stop. And this whole method we generally call it as the greedy matching. And there is something called as a non-greedy expressions or the non-greedy matching, right? It will stop somewhere, right? It will stop somewhere. That method we call it as a non-greedy matching. Not all regular expression repeat codes are greedy. If you add a exclamatory character, sorry, a question mark, then the plus and the chill out a bit, right? So what is that? Here is one more expression here, the regular expression what you have it, or we have altered something here, right? Earlier it was cap and a f, then dot and a plus and a colon. So now it has altered a bit, right? Cap and a plus, the f, then dot, plus and a question mark, then followed by colon, right? That is, it is going to match one or more character. The same thing is hidden here, and the preceding regular expression, that is the only one occurrence of colon is acceptable. The only one character, only one only one occurrence of uh, the colon is acceptable, and once it finds the colon in the given input, and it will stop searching or it will stop matching it. So with that one, your output looks something like this. That is input import re x equal to from colon, using the colon character here. So once it gets one colon in the given input line, it will stop, it will stop matching, right? When it stop matching, right, it will start, it has started with plus, no issues, and one or more character, one or more character, that is fine. The dot star means that dot plus in the sense that one or more character. I have three characters here, and followed by a colon. So one occurrence of colon, and it has stopped searching here, and it has stopped matching. That's why your output looks something like this. That is a for from colon, it is from colon. So okay, it has stopped here, and it was the matching has not continued up to the end of the line. So and this method we call it as a non-greedy matching. So this entire method we call it as the non-greedy matching, means that it has stopped somewhere, right? It after some iterations or after some matching, it has stopped it. So okay, it has not gone beyond the given uh, boundary, right? So that's why this method we generally call it as the non-greedy matching. So like that, we can fine tune the extraction here, right? We can refine the match, that is of re dot find all, and separately determine which portion of the match that has to be extracted using the parenthesis. You can extract only a portion of the string that you're going to match it, right? You can extract only a portion of the string, or you have to determine which portion of the string has to be extracted using the parenthesis. Let us look at the example here. X equal to from Stephen dot marked at uct dot ac dot jd, and this is his this is a string what you have it. So now what I'll use that, I'm just writing a regular expression, that is a non-voice character which is repeated one or more time, right? You should have a non-white space character. That means you can start with anything, and there must not be any space in between that. There must not be any in space between that, and followed by an at here, at, and followed by non-white space character which is repeated one or more times, which is repeated one or more times in the given input string. So with that one, your output looks something like this, right? Y is equal to re dot find all, and this is my regular expression, that is the non-white space character which is repeated one or more time, and followed by at, followed by at, and followed by the one or so the non-white space character which is repeated one more time, one or more times. With that one, it will extract only a portion of the string, only a portion of the string. Okay, that is Stephen dot marked at uct dot ac dot jd. Look at the input here, that is from, then followed by a space, right? It will discard it, it will discard it, right? It won't consider from here, because there is a space in between from and Stephen, right? It will count only those character, or it will extract only those characters, or a group of characters which doesn't contain any space in between them. That's fine. So when the from is looked into the input string, it will first extract it, but when it finds a space, it will discard the things. Means that this is not according to the given regular expression. That is what the regular expression states. It must be a string, it must be a string of non-white space characters, right? If there is any white space character, that will be get discarded. So and followed by, and it must be having an and followed by one or more occurrence of the non-word space characters. With that one, have from here no issues, but a white space character, that's why it will be discarded. And when it comes to Stephen dot market at uct.ac.za, so what is that Stephen dot market? So this is according to the rule, that is non-white characters, non-white space characters you have it. So we have non-white space characters, no issues, which is repeated one or more times. They have repeated one or more times, and followed by and, sorry, followed by at. So that is true, and followed by one or more occurrence of the non-white space characters. So that is uct.ac.za. There is no white spaces here. That's why it is completely get accepted, or it will be get extracted from the given input, and your output looks something like this. That's Stephen dot market at uct.ac.za. It looks something like that is Stephen dot market marker at uct.ac.za. It is. So this is how you can use the things, right? The only thing is that, so you are just refining, you're just refining the match by altering your regular expression. What is that regular expression we have written? uh, Non-voice pass characters which is repeated one or more times, followed by at, followed by non-voice pass characters which are repeated one or more times. It is, that's why at least one non-voice pass character. So there are two terms we are using it, at most and at least. At most in the sense that a maximum number of characters in the input, but whereas at least in the sense it is minimum. That is, it should occur, or it should be the, that is the minimum number of times the characters should appear in the given input line. So here plus in the sense that at least it should occur, it should non-white space character should appear one time. At least it should appear one time. So that's why, so the whole regular expression, that is a backslash s plus at backslash s plus, indicates that it is going to extract a string which doesn't contain any white space characters. And parentheses are not part of the match. They are not part of the match, but they tell where to start and stop what string to extract. So it is going to tell you where the string has to start and where the string has to end here. So that is the point where that is how you can include within the regular expression, but they are not part of the match. So look at the example here. I want to extract something called as, it must begin with a from, it must begin with a from followed by backslash plus backslash s plus at backslash s plus it is. That is, it is going to extract only those characters, right? So it must start from a space, it must start from a space, and you have to extract everything there. That is the non-void space characters followed by at, and non-void space characters which is repeated one or more times. So that one, what you are doing is that you are just extracting something, so something from the given input line. That is import re find down backslash s plus at backslash s plus. That was what you have seen in the last example. The same thing will be extracted, but one more way of extracting the things is using the parenthesis. You can also make use of the parenthesis so that you can extract the things. So what is that? The y equal to re dot find all. It must begin with a from, right? But from is not a part of your extraction. So the from is not going to be extracted from the given input line, but it must start the extraction beginning from the point of the parenthesis. Look at this one. It must start from the like extraction must start immediately after the space and go up to the end of the line, right? End of, not end of the line, till you encounter another space. So okay, so what is that? Backslashes plus at backslashes plus means that everything, extract everything from the string, right? Except this one, that is a from, right? With that one, your output looks something nice. That is Stephen at a dot market at uct dot ac dot z it is, right? The same thing will be done, but you can make use of the parenthesis. So what the parenthesis indicates that they will tell you where to start from and where to stop the string extraction, right? So in this case, we have started the string extraction immediately after the space, and you have stopped the string extraction at the when once you encounter another white space, right? That is how you are string, also string matching using the parenthesis. So this is one more example where you have to search for the string here, right? So what you are doing is that you're, you're going to extract the things, it's okay, at a given specified locations. And now I want to extract this one, that is a uct.ac.za, right? I have to first extract the lines. I have to first extract the lines. All right. So before extracting the lines, I have to extract the index of this set, right? That is find at, right? What is that? It will return the position. That is the index of this at. At is at 21st character. It is a 21st character, right? It will also extract something called as at the characters at the end of the, so that once you encounter a space, up to that point it will count the number of characters here, and the character or the character position at a white space, it is given as 31. That is from 31 to, sorry, 21 to 31. So what you do is that you have to extract all the lines or all the characters beginning from 80 POS plus 1. What is that 80 POS? It is the beginning of the characters. It is at 21, 21 plus 1, that is from 22nd, and colon SP SPOS SPPOS means that what is that? It is the 31. That is it will go up to 30th index, right? From 22nd to 30th index, you extract everything. What is that? uct.ac.ze. uct.extra ac.ze, which is nothing, which is u is at 22nd index, c is at 23rd index, t is at 24, and so on. A is at 30th index, right? So in this way, you can extract the characters or a portion of the string, and you can make use of that, right? So only thing is that you have to first find the location of the index from where you're supposed to start the extraction. So in here, immediately after at, I supposed to start extraction. For that one, you have to extract the position of the position of the at. So the position is 21, and the extraction will continue up to the first occurrence of the next occurrence of the white space. That's why you have to extract the next white space position, right? It is at something called as 31. That is, you have to extract the positions or the character beginning from this one, that is the position plus 1 to up to the SPPOS, that is excluding this SPPOS. You have to extract everything. It is nothing but uct.ac.za it is. So you are just going to extract the character, extracting a host name using the find and the string slicing. This is nothing but the string slicing, right? You are slicing here, right? What is that? You are beginning from the ATPOS plus 1 colon SPPOS. That is, it is inclusive of this one, but exclusive of this SPPOS. So that is how we can extract the strings. Sometimes we split one line one way, and then grab one of the pieces of the line and split that piece again, right? So we have talked about this one in the strings, right? You can split a string splitting. So you can extract or you can split a string into multiple substring, and after splitting it, you can again split the string, so that you can do it, right? Sometimes it splitter split a line one way and then grab one of the pieces of the line and split that piece again. So you start uh, taking the piece again. So look at this one. This is one line, right, or a one string what you have it. You can split into multiple strings. That is from is one string, Stephen dot market is another one, uct dot ac dot one more, and so on. So again I can split into multiple pieces. So look at the example here. Sometimes we split a line one way and then grab the same thing they have given it, right. Line is equal to from Stephen dot market at uct dot ac dot the day Saturday January 5th and so on, right. So what they are doing is that they are splitting it. So what is that? They're splitting it into multiple words. The first splitting, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven splitting I have it, or seven substring I have it, right? And what you have at the first word, this is the zeroth index, and this is the first index, right? This is the first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index, and the sixth index here. Totally seven splits I have it, or seven words I have it. Once it is done, I want to take the one word that is at your location code as one. What is that? Stephen dot market at uct dot ac dot jd. So once it is done, I can split it again. I can split it again at a given location. What is the location? I can specify it as a split split at a position called as X, right? Split the word into two holes at a position called as X. Now you can look at this. Stephen dot market is one word and uct dot ac dot jada is another word. Within this word, Stephen dot market is at an index of 0 and this is at index of 1. Now if you try to print the value of the pieces, that is print pieces of 1, it will give you as the uct dot ac dot z, stating that you have you have splitted the entire string into multiple strings. Okay. And uh, each string is again split it into multiple words, right. So that's fine. So in the first one, in the first two instruction, what you have done is that you have splitted the entire line into multiple words. And after splitting it, what you have done is that you have extracted a word, or you have taken a word out of that. So words of one. So this is nothing but Stephen dot market at uct dot ac dot in ac dot za. Then what you have done is that you have again split it into two holes, or the two words at a location called as at. Okay, now the pieces of one, it is at uct dot ac dot za. Okay, because Stephen dot market is at index 0 and this is at index of 1. And to do that one, that is from Stephen, again this is one more regular expression we can extract. You can do the same thing with a given regular expression. So, okay, import what is that regular expression, that is line is equal to from Stephen market at uct dot. I just want to do that one. And I can write a regular expression. Look at the number of instructions here. I have written 4 instructions. Instead of these 4 instructions, what I can do is that you can write a simple regular expression. You can write a simple regular expression. What is that regular expression states? It must begin with the at. It must begin with the at, followed by this one. That is anything, and that is except the white space. Anything what you have it, except anything except uh, the white spaces. So okay, anything what anything, right, except the white space, you just accept it. And whatever you have immediately after this, that will be considered as one string, right. So that's fine. At and a space, then this is the beginning, this is the beginning of the extraction, and this is the end of the extraction. What is the beginning? It must contain any character except the white space, which is repeated 0 or more times, which is repeated more times. That's fine. So you see the output as uct dot ac dot za. You see the output as uct dot ac.za, because it has started with at, no issues, but the extraction has started from the opening parenthesis. Opening parenthesis, anything that is cap, that is a negation of white space, that is anything other than the white space will be get extracted. Okay, so with that one, your output looks something like this. That is uct dot ac dot za. Look at the simplicity of this instruction. Look at this one. I have written 4 instruction to split or to extract the given one, but whereas we have written a single regular expression which will do the same thing as out of these 4 instructions, right? A simple regular expression, that is at and opening parenthesis, then anything except white space will be accepted. Look through the string until you find an at sign, right? That is how you can do the things. And match non-black characters, match many of them, and extract the non-black characters. Extract the non-black characters, so only you just extract it. So that is how you can do that. Starting at the beginning of a line, look for the string from, right from the beginning. Extract only those characters, or those only those lines which will begin with from, okay. And if the line doesn't begin with a from, even though you have the valid strings in that, that won't be extracted, that won't be extracted. That is how your um, entire regular expression works. That is, it will extract the uct.ac.za, or for that reason any character, or non-white space character, only when if it starts from followed by any number of characters, and followed by at and followed by non-white space character. Only under these condition the string will be get extracted. The string will be extracted, otherwise the string won't be extracted. This is how your regular expression works. Okay, so the difference between the first one and the next one is that in the first case we are extracting any characters, or the non-white space character, provided if the non-white space character preceded with the at sign, no issues. But in the next phase we are just expanding our match, stating that your line must start with from. It must start with from, and followed by any number of characters, that is a repetition what you have, and followed by at. It must have at followed by non-white space characters, which is repeated 0 or more times, only extract only those characters, extract only those strings. So with that one, your output looks something like that. Is a uct.ac.za. It looks like a uct.ac.za. So this is how your things works, right? It must start from and followed by this one, right? Start extracting and match non-black character, match many of them, stop extracting. Escape sequences, right? If you want a special regular expression character to just behave normally, right, most of the time you prefix with a backslash, right? So if you want to include meta characters in your regular expressions, just to put it very simple, so if you want to put the regular expressions, or sorry, meta characters in your regular expression, right, you must prefix the meta character with the backslash. So how it looks like. So if you want a special character, regular expression character to just behave normally most of the time, you prefix it with the backslash symbol. So look at the example here. Import regular expression x equal to, we have just received $10.00 for the cookies. So what is that? So you have re dot find all. So I have to search for this one, that is a $10, right? Or for that reason, you any number which is preceded by the dollar symbol, right? If I simply use the dollar, means that okay, we'll continue the sessions, right? So in the last session, we were talking about escape characters, right? How to make use of the escape characters. If you want to use the meta characters as a part of your matching or a string, so what you can do is that you can make use of the escape character, right? What is that escape character? So you look at the example here. We have just there is one example, that is we just received $10 for the cookies, right? So if you want to include dollar in your matching, because a dollar is a meta character, right? Or a special character in it. So I can, if I directly use it as dollar then an opening brace, or sorry, opening bracket followed by 0 to 9, so it will give the wrong answer, because it will search for this regular expression or this string at the end of the line. But what you mean by that? So you are just looking at the dollar followed by the numbers, right? Dollar followed by the number. But in this case, what happens, it is going to search the number at the end of the line. So that is wrong, right? That's why what you do is that you have to, if you want to use this meta character, for that reason any other meta characters, if you want to use it in your regular expression, what you're supposed to do that, you have to enclose or you have to prefix with an escape character. So what is that escape character? The backslash. Then it will lose its meaning. The meta characters will lose its meaning and it will be get matched appropriately or explicitly, right? So dollar will be get matched and followed by the number what you want it, that is 0 or 9, followed by dot, which is repeated one or more time. So your output looks like dollar and followed by what is that? 10.00. 10.00 means that, so when you use the escape sequence before any meta character, then it will lose its meaning, right? So this is at least one or more, then followed by a real dollar sign and a digit or a period, right? So that is what the things. And the next one is a group in the sense that these groups can be fetched using the match objects group function method. The groups are addressable numerically in the order that they appear, right from left to right in the regular expression, starting with a group of 0. So look at one example here. I have something called as a contact info, Doy, John, and a colon. Then what is that? 555 hyphen 1212. This is what the contact information or any string what you have it. So what you do is that I want to search for something called as uh, something, right? Search the regular expressions in the given contact info. So once it is done, that is, you first extract the one word, second word, and you just extract a third string, right? So once it is done, so what you do is that match re dot search within the given words, right? Search within the given contact info. So once it is done, so once the searching happens, so it will make a group. This is the first group, second group, and the third group. So what is the first group? Having an index of 1, and this is having an index of 2, and this is having an index of 3, and index of 0 is dedicated for the complete string. It is dedicated for complete string. With that one, so if I want to display the group 1, match dot group 1, it's nothing but the dough, and match dot group john, and match dot group 3, it is 555 hyphen 1212. And look at the match group 0, right? It will display the entire string. It will group, or it will search, or it will display the entire string, that is a dough comma john colon then 555 hyphen 1212 it is. So that is how you can group the inputs, right? And you can extract the corresponding group. So that is how your group works. These groups can be fetched using the match objects group function method. The groups are addressable numerically in the order that they appear from left to right in the regular expression, starting with group 1. The reason that a group numbering starts with the group 1 is because group 0 is reserved to hold the entire match, right? The group 1 your group numbering starts from 1. Why? Because the group 0 is meant to hold the entire match. And there is something called as R prefix. We have learned it in the last example at the beginning of the meta characters. Learned that R is used to specify it as a raw string. R means that the string is to be treated as a raw string, which means all escape codes will be ignored, right? Instead of considering it as a escape codes, right? So we have some escape sequences, right? We have backslash n, backslash c, backslash b, right? Backslash t. So, and those escape sequences or escape codes has to be ignored if I treat it as a raw string. Okay, so R means that the string is to be treated as a raw string, which means all escape codes will be get ignored. For example, let us treat for backslash n will be treated as a new line character, while R backslash n is treated as a characters backslash followed by unities, and it won't be considered as a new line character. Instead it is considered as a two characters, that is backslash and followed by unities. So with that one, look at the example. Print, this is backslash n a test. So now what happens, this is will be printed in the first line and a test will be get printed on the next line. So this is for non-raw strings or the characters what you have it. So if you consider the line or the input as a non-raw input, then this is what the output looks like, because we have an escape code and that escape code will be decoded. So indicates that whatever you have, it will be printed in the current line, and then a new line character, then the remaining characters will be printed here, that is a test. Just look at the second example here. So I'll convert this same thing into a raw string, right? So print, then followed by R, then this is my raw string. Now this is backslash, then n and space a space test it is. Now the output up is like this. This is backslash n test, right? And now backslash n is not treated as a escape code, but it is treated as a string consisting of two characters, that is a backslash n it is. Okay, this is how you can treat a input as a raw string or a raw string by just prefixing with a r meta character. So that is all for the regular expression. So what I have learned is that the regular expression are cryptic but powerful language for matching strings and extracting elements from those strings. It is basically a cryptic but powerful language for matching the strings. A regular expression have special characters that indicate the intent. Special characters are also they are called as the meta characters. Okay, they specify what is the intent of the meta character or the special characters. Okay, this is all about for the regular expressions. Okay, and that's the end of the module number 3. That is what you have learned it, right? We have learned, we have talked about list, we have talked about list, dictionaries, tuples, as well as the regular expression in this unit number 3. The list we have studied it, dictionaries, tuples, as well as the regular expressions we have talked about. Okay, and that's all for the today's class. In the next class we'll continue with the other topics, right? If you have any questions, you can raise it here. You have any questions? Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, then we'll wind up the session. We'll continue in the next class, right?
Okay.
Okay.